This looks interesting.
G'day, hope you guys are all having a good one. But yeah, so I hope you guys are having a good one. Today we're gonna be playing some Warframe. I'm just pushing an update to our game. Alright, yeah. Today I was pretty busy. I had the day off and I was working on updating our game, essentially. So, for those of you guys who haven't seen, ready? Just doing a bit of behind the scenes work on our game, essentially. We got we've got achievements now in our game, something that I've wanted to implement for a while. These should be pretty cool though. So we've got 5 of them. I guess spoilers, but we've got one for entering. We've got Act 2 and Act 3, Act 4, and beating the game. So for those of you guys who have played our game, go ahead. Major update, playthrough, and get all those achievements, really. And for those of you guys who haven't played our game, go and check out our game, and yeah, hope you enjoy it. But yeah, so I'd love to see. I got some requests both in the past and as of recent about implementing achievements, and ironically, actually, we may have this up already. This song. Nice. Where it's gone. Bring us back up. The song isn't for me. I'm gonna take it off my. Really. Ages ago, we were planning our achievements. This was actually a very long time ago. It was October. We started planning achievements, and we came up with 6 of them. And I've sort of adjusted them. I may implement stuff like that. I want to know the reception of achievements, really. So we've had a couple people, and I am aware people will play games solely just to get achievements and whatnot. So I'm aware that there is a player base for achievements, so I'm hoping that this introduces a bit of overlap for that player base to go and check out our game. On top of that, if there's, you know, enough requests and stuff like that, I will implement more achievements. Just note that achievements are a bit of a pain to implement. I just don't want a 30-minute game having like 100 achievements either, so I could list her achievements that you actually have to locate and interact with, but probably not too much of that unless yeah, unless something changes. But yeah, I was honestly planning on doing some like activity-based achievements, but the issue is there's no real documentation on achievements for Unity. Like, there's a little bit, but nothing that explicitly tells you here's how you set everything up, and here's a direct example of me implementing an achievement into my game. Which is the only thing that's really relevant, so I guess I could make a video on it or something. Maybe that'd be worth doing. I just honestly found that, like, there are a couple of videos I was following and they'd get you like 95% of the way, but there's nothing that, like, you know, let's say I want to walk into a trigger and then this is going to implement it. So maybe I'll make a video on that or something, because evidently I couldn't fucking find anything and other people running into issues with no responses, so that could be a video idea for the weekend or something. But yeah, so go check out our game. Enjoyable. Short, you know. When, like, you know, my friends 18, 14, 11, you know what I mean? Like, these aren't necessarily finished. I know this one's 100% finished because he's obviously gotten all the achievements, so, you know, you can complete it in 15 minutes. It is actually a very short game. Which kind of puts in perspective, 18 hours is quite a lot for such a short game. But part of that has been going up a little bit because now, because we've implemented Steamworks and whatnot, it always has the game open when you are playing the game and after playing the games. I'm sort of waiting for, because they're doing Dagoth things, but I've already done the one Dagoth thing, and I guess I gotta wait till like next week or something. Everybody's missed it. Fomorian event. It's been so long since I've done a Fomorian event, so that's pretty cool. Let me see. Oko, Nisha, Dante, Yoreli. Penalty. We'll be running only the Duviri experience. Heard that's pretty good. For getting Talso. Thanks to whomever it was that popped into my stream yesterday. It was really helping me actually figure out what the fuck I gotta do here. I might as well hold out on them. Get stuff in. The frames. I mean, Nisha or Dante is the real question. Good, but you kind of need a bit of around Dante. Plus, doesn't have any ammo. One of them's gone. Okay, that's not the weapon I'm gonna take. We'll take the hammer. Is that it? Oh, my ammo? Can I? Okay. Good. We took the Mearlock. I actually own the Mearlock, so. That's very good though. Also very good. I might run this actually. The reason for it is as long as I have my overguard on, I shouldn't be worrying about my house anything.
The fearful conspirator. One haunted day in Deviri, Sythil awoke with a thought. If I could destroy what I fear, I wouldn't have to fear it anymore.
Can I trust you? I have to. They're everywhere, plotting against me. I need you to destroy them. Every single last one. Whoa, now.
Apparently I won't need to do the whole thing.
Something's trying to reach you. Through the mirror. The guarded mirror. This is your problem. Deal with it.
I need a lot of Taosoma. Realistically, if I can hit like 60 Taosoma, I'm fine. I don't know what I'm doing here though. I remember going in somewhere around here one time. Like a little ship, which another one of these. I don't know if you can ride this ship.
The world down here, maybe upside down.
Don't risk that.
There.
Those who are interested in F1, there was the Racing Bulls and Red Bull co-op essentially of their new F1 car, which is pretty cool. I was watching that before the stream. Also, I apologize for being late to stream actually. I went with my parents and stuff for a bit. Show me stuff. Oh, fuck me. Right. I find these to be incredibly clunky. I understand that it's not their focus. At the same time, I find it very inconsistent actually getting them to fly. In roll. Clear that. This is going to take me a very long time. I'm not the happiest about. I'll find one big. Thing. Here we go, there must be some stuff down here. I could get like a protection for more. Than the other one actually, I feel. I have to go around this and the stupid guy is annoying.
Yep.
The Tau Soma, that's all I could ask for, man. Such a pain to grind. 60's a lot as well. Got about 10 thus far, for about 5 minutes, so we're at so far. Random. I find that sword is one of the most clunkiest things I've ever used. Oops. Another one over here. I'm not gonna go around killing a bunch of people. Yeah, that's the case. It's not blocked. Half of these don't block. That part of, I don't know, that might be part of why I just feel mega. Really cute. Ideally don't have to do with any combat, I just want to get this shit and run. I mean, going to be perfect. Not enough places to get this stuff, really, this Tau Soma. Very much struggling. Only for it to give me like 2 each time, which is actually useless to me. I'll say I'm the biggest fan of this stuff ever. This DVR shit. Like, I don't know, it's just not for me, but it's just very different, and not a good different. I don't think there's ever going to be a time where I'm like, I just can't wait to jump into some fairy paradox. Unfortunately. Very clunky. Really what Warframe is, I feel. I do just kind of think as well, like, so I'm not gonna bother. I could go on about shit, but one, nobody wants to hear it, and two, I'm a waste of everybody's time. And when you sent a message and it was just completely missing the point, unfortunately. Somebody was doing created a Reddit post, this is on Reddit as well, about how the Kuva Brahma and the Kuva Zara is kind of useless now because of the nerfs they did to the pickups. And somebody's just like, well, you can use these Warframes and it actually will give you more. You can use these Warframes and they'll give you more ammo. And I'm just like, brother, the fact that you're saying that we gotta use these Warframes to grant us enough ammo to make this a semi-viable option is the wrong mindset, buddy. You should never have to be forced to use a specific thing just to make something potentially usable. And so somebody's just responded back to me saying something along those lines. It's like, oh, you can use this Kubro. I'm just like, oh my lord. You're kind of proving my point here. You're saying that we're going to use a specific Kubro now to make it viable. So that we shouldn't need to have to use anything. Things should be viable within reason. I mean, if it's not viable, there should be a reason it's not viable. Like, I can't say the Mark 1 Paris is particularly viable for most encounters. The Mark 1 Paris is kind of just made inherently to be a starter weapon. You're never gonna take the Mark 1 Paris and try to complete in-game stuff with it, and if you are, then you're going in knowing you're taking an early game thing. Almost all weapons are viable. And in fairness, when I say this, it's not like this weapon is inherently not viable. The amount of ammo, like you've only got 6 shots essentially for the Kuva Brahma. 6 shots is ridiculous. And the thing was, right, either 5 or 6 shots. The thing is it's like, oh, well, the thing was the most broken thing in the game. So, yeah, they had to nerf it. And I understand that. But look at where we're at now, okay?
I say, you! Fancy yourself a writer? Ha ha! A wager then! Impress me, and I'll help you out.
I'm sorry, I don't want to do this. Kind of interesting now that they added these. I probably don't want, that's exactly why I didn't do it. Yeah, like, the issue is now, what's the point? Like, somebody mentioned, and it was actually quite a good point, is why run it when you got Incarnons with good Riven disposition? Somebody's just like, well, the Riven disposition doesn't really matter. The thing is the whole point of the Riven disposition is to make weapons that are shit be less shit. Because you can just use the Riven, of course. Because the shit weapons do have good Riven dispositions. And so it's sort of like the whole point of Riven dispositions is to make things that are not viable to be viable. Yet all the best weapons in the game now have the best Riven dispositions because they are bad, and the whole point of Incarnos is to make bad weapons viable. That's the whole point of what Riven dispositions is. I don't know, you could get into it a lot, but the point is it's cooler. It's starting to run into an issue here. In the feeling that if we don't do something about it, we're really just making a bit of a mistake here. that up? Yeah, I must have. I'm surprised how hard it is actually to find Tasoma. Like, I'm aware of where you find it. It's just not really enough. I don't think. I don't think I'm gonna have enough after this whole mission. Gonna get very annoying. Speaking to somebody on stream, you guys saw it earlier about how I was kind of a little bit frustrated with the requirement to grind specific things just to get specific items, and how I think that's not something that I particularly enjoy. And I think this is really just not helping. Understand those. Explain. Okay. Like, in order to get encounter on stuff, you explicitly have to run do very shit just to get the items required, unless you're willing to spend 120 flat. I think it's a little bit ridiculous. I don't think that's a great thing. Really want to get this encounter thing to see if it's actually good. Anyway, which means I essentially, for 20 minutes, we've got 20, which means we essentially got 1 per minute, which is being a bit ridiculous.
You crave the sun, Kulavo, but the sun is mine. Squat in your dull stone prison
I want her.
and sob.
Robbie. This would have been better to get a resource drop chance booster here. Or whatever. I can imagine this being quite annoying fast. So let me see if I can finish this first stage and see how this goes. I've already got a lot and I don't really want it to go through 6 pages now. It'll take a very long time then. Supposedly we can just exit after this. Supposedly. I really want to take his word for it. You don't have to do everything. I actually genuinely don't like these specific ones. Combat I just find feels terrible to play. Am I crazy for saying that? That. Oh, that's it. So this thing is terrible. Fuck me, whoever designed this. Designed those mirror things, I'm sorry. You gotta get a bit more explanation there. Look what I'm doing.
Are forbidden by my law.
Like the first rumblings of a landslide, the ominous consequences of Sybil's actions began to...
I can see. There we go. Do the next one then. Okay, so that's at least a more positive thing. Not forced into completing every single thing. That's positive. Not that I necessarily thought that I would be forced into, but usually you don't have to for most of this stuff, but it would have been incredibly frustrating if that was like that. I've done most of this place. So. I'm just gonna head to the Undercroft. Complete that and then get going. Over here. I agree. The issue is there's a lot of everything else outside of the Tausoma. Not an easy thing to get. Yeah, it's the only thing I get. Really how Warframe works is. Times. Please say something.
Breeds defenders out of the raw void. Contain the paradox. Kill the enemy.
Where's the burst? What the hell? Hammer runs off of your health. I don't know that. Actually, I think I did, but I need to figure out his ability.
The foe is staggered, but not yet defeated. Persist.
We have a good couple of victories to help.
What a waste! Your scarred vessel comes to beg once more? You will never pry Hyannis key from the clutches of its
steal your
rightful owner. I, Captain Four, have ascended, and the void
The battle is won, the paradox tamed.
Another might have taken courage from seeing the things she feared exterminated. But not.
Okay, well, I can take this time to find out how much actually Tarsem I have. Obviously I had a bit before, not that much. I did also take a bit of time to grab a bit of extra stuff if future I need it. I got 40 and I think I need 60. That's essentially 20, so unfortunately it is difficult to forage to some reason. Yes, I agree that it's quite unfortunately. Rook, Nova Prime. Araditron. Full Sleep. Rugion Electron. Electron. I thought I hit the left. I didn't mention that Steel Path was probably the better. I don't know why I mentioned Steel Path. Option. Let's leave. I Steel Path and just hope I don't get railed. Only from I don't know the difference between joy and anger, to be honest. It's be the environment, but maybe there's more. So we should afford that. Rank 5. How many ranks we got? 9. Likely ally will occasionally appear in tissues. Playable from this film. Oh, now includes 1 arcane per day. That's cool. I don't know who that is though. Gain 1 additional emotion. Gain 2 additional weapon choices in tissue. Cool. I got that rare. Offered. Time spirit. I'm on a Warframe and Devere. That's cool. Transference bar. Oh, it's gonna be. Whom to pick is the real question. Probably Burry. I don't really think that definitely a lot of trouble. Doesn't matter. I'm back. Get hit to nearby enemies. I don't know what I just did actually. Oh,
The Harbinger of Joy. Unfortunately, Mathila was convinced she knew what would make people happy better than they did.
There's no excuse for negativity in this wonderful kingdom. I think someone like you wants to be part of the solution. I'm happy to say I can help. You won't be happy, so you can stand on your own 2 feet. Something's hidden nearby.
Visually,
You are going to find it. By yourself.
I mean, once you really get going into this, you probably learn where everything spawns, and that's probably helps. I need 20 at the least. I mean, if it's easy enough to get an extra couple, then I'm not here to spend a ridiculous amount of time. Oh, suppressing, my bad. Okay. Forensics. Really know where I'm going here. We're definitely going. We've most exhausted that area. Finding those caves, really. There'll be any cave. Well, I mean, it's not a lot, so I don't know. Yeah, this isn't really a cave. Oh. Nothing here. Now I'm struggling to find caves. Amy. I can definitely relate to that. Have you taken some Panadol? I grind that Panadol when I'm dying. I had a sore stomach today, so I was taking a bit of off of that. No, I want to sleep it off. Really? Oh, really? The only time I can sleep stuff off personally is if it's like a whole night's sleep. Otherwise that shit just comes back. We're continuing the grind for what I was doing yesterday, and it's proving to be a bit of a pain. I haven't really missed anything. How's your day otherwise? I actually don't even know the last time I've napped. It's just I always feel very groggy after naps. Do you feel groggy after naps? Not really. No. I feel happy after naps. Really? Really? I don't think I've ever really been happy. But he's different, yeah. My naps have like two forms. Form A, I wake up. Dude, I've gone through and I've found two. This is just actually getting more annoying. And this is after 8 minutes of searching. Oh, wait, find some more. Hopefully use Taosoma. My body's got two. This is solo. It doesn't have to be solo, but I'm only doing it solo because I can extract at any point. I'm looking for a specific resource and it's like proving to be incredibly annoying. So I'm doing it solo just so I can look for the stuff that I'm trying to find and just slowly grind it, and I don't have somebody dragging me along objectives. It's like, brother, please let me be. So my body's got two things. I mean, I just feel very groggy, and I just feel like a truck has hit me. The other thing is I feel like I wake up and I just feel very confused, and it takes me a minute to go like, brother, where did the last 4 hours just go? I still don't know what those do. And I keep filling them out like I think something's gonna change, and yet nothing changed. I still don't know. Alright, so we got 10, so we're about halfway there. We need 60 of these Taosomas to unlock this thing called an Incarnon, and it makes it like the best weapon in the game. And I know that I'm gonna cry when I have to do this when some new one comes out that I want. All over again. I'm actually doing this out of spite. I genuinely don't enjoy this. I almost feel like you've had a Dune space that we transported. Yeah. I might need to look back. There was a dev stream earlier today, and I was there, but not really there. Like I was in the stream, but I wasn't actually paying attention. I was doing my achievements in that game. Speaking of Amy, at some point you have to get all the achievements in that game. Yeah, but I thought, well, honestly, same. Well, yeah. I did know that they were adding these little Pegasus, what's the... Either way, I did know that these were coming for a very long time because it was maybe like 2020, 2021, but I wouldn't have thought that they would introduce it before then. It's a bit weird. Right, it was. And again, I guess it makes... I would crash out if I had to walk across all this on foot. Ah, you wouldn't want to see me doing that. Yes, let's see. I spent most of the day, if you're interested, just figuring out this stupid achievement system. There's actually not too much in it, but the fact of the matter is there's like no tutorials on it, really, that cover from start to finish.
If I may, might I prevail upon you to lend aid to our animal friends?
No coral, yeah. There's tutorials, but none of them really cover actually implementing it. Like, be cool. It's sort of like this game. If you were to just do simulacrum stuff and you just judge everything based off of simulacrum, it's like, that's great, but simulacrum's like half the things. There's some Warframes that I can go around and do simulacrum, dominate, take it to a real thing. Like, it's like Gaia, for example, right? Gaia is great, that's the character that I was playing yesterday, because you need to get kills and the kills ramp up the thing, and if you don't get enough kills in enough time, then you lose your ability and you gotta wait 40 fucking seconds. And it's great going around the simulacrum, because I can just keep spawning enemies. That's fine. You run into a normal mission, oh my lord, I gotta focus to make sure that I actually get enough. So, a little bit where you gotta... That same deal, right? It's great having these examples, but if the example's not actually implementing into the actual game, it means nothing to me. Yeah, I'm not a coder. The half of it is figuring out how to code what I want, to interact in the way that I want. The other half of it was actually figuring out that I would do what the tutorial does, and then it doesn't work. You know, it's just like, brother. Now, part of it is because, unfortunately, Steamworks implementation is not very good. There's no real good implementation into C#, which is what Unity uses. It's mostly C, plus plus, I believe, which is what Unreal uses. So if you're in Unreal, great. Good for you. I'm glad you had a great time. I didn't. So there's like some really weird conversion of Steamworks that you can use, or like most people, you can use Face Punch. Face Punch is iteration of it. Face Punch are the people that did Rust, of course, and that's what I ended up using because it's a little bit more up to date and nice from what I could find. But no. So that was already a bit of a pain because now half the tutorials are split between the two different versions, and then you search on the internet. And then, of course, everybody else is split, where you got some people responding to Face Punch. I think less people respond to Face Punch things. Most of the ones were just raw Steamworks thing. Not only that, and it also seems like a massive... It even requires a bit more work to do than normal non-Face Punch versions. It's using Steam.user stats, like that. A little bit. Any reason why it's not an easy process? I would say the reason... I think the reason for it is because you're interpolating into a specific server, and I think as soon as you start interpolating into like different servers, it starts getting even a bit annoying. It's like implementing multiplayer into a game, right? Implementing multiplayer is such a bag of worms. And I think it's the same deal, right? When you're doing the implementing achievements, it's not as simple as just going Steam.fucking achievement, right? It's of course essentially you have to sign in to the you have to essentially connect the player to the Steam works essentially like client sort of. You have to connect it to the client and log all that in. And then you sort of have to connect to the Steam servers behind the scenes. And trying to get it to connect is... I don't know, it's such a pain. And then on top of that, it's just implementing this stuff. And everyone's got their own fucking approach, and none of the fucking approaches work. Like, there was one, and it was a really good tutorial. And then brother uses fucking... button. And I look, what is button? And he says something to do with like Odin. I look into it. Oh, great. So I gotta have download some explicit fucking new program to do it. And then I probably gotta watch some more tutorials to learn this whole new program just so I can access. Oh my god, I might crash out. We're 1 to Simmer away. Just to unlock this fucking thing. Like, I don't know. So I sort of pieced together his. I wanted to do it on Trigger, but then also I'm not a coder, right? I haven't coded in Unity in so long, so figuring out how to get Trigger to work. And probably could have watched a video on that, but really want to go with this. I've been watching, I don't know if you knew, Amy, I've been watching the Monty Python, which is oh, I got a thing that reduces the cooldown. Why is it longer? Last stream, yeah, probably. I watched a little bit more after, I think. Or I don't want to die here, it's an issue. Big around me health. We do have enough stuff to this or something over there. Close. I don't think it helps that I actually just inherently dislike the combos on this weapon. I don't know if you know, Amy, but you can change the combos on your weapons. This one in particular, we're forced to use, and I actually don't like the combo. It's a very slow combo set, and so your combos can have an impact on the speed of your attack. Actually, very important. That's why I hate this, because everything about this is like your weapon slow, your character slow, you know, and it's clunky. Attacking is clunky. Half the time you try to do something, it does something else. It's like, brother, you know what I mean? So unlike Warframe, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. And so it actually just leaves me feeling shit, like I've just wasted my time. It's like everything that's not Warframe. Warframe's about speed, it's about power, it's about, you know, making the most of your stuff. And then this is just, what? I can heal myself. I can do it this smoke bomb. Ooh, and I can see where I gotta go. Wow. You know what I mean? I could have done this. I hope he's not done that. They're very lame. You're Amy. I was gonna say, if they didn't give me my thing, I was about to have a hissy fit there. Because it'd be annoying.
To the happy mind, all things seem simple. Problems could be solved simply by making them go away.
So as we found out last stream, there is one thing that I don't mind, and that's the Isle Weaver version of this, because you can take your Warframe. That's good, but I hate the operator. And the issue is, Amy, as you get in the later version of the game, oh, mastery rank. Why is that? Didn't do anything. Moving on. The issue is, Amy, is a lot of the later game things requires you to use your operator, and that's the case for everything that you have to use with that 69, of course. I do find it funny that people explicitly just go and open new things so they can get the 69th. Okay.
The whole empire gone. Okay.
Okay, we are ready. My bread and prime. Solo mission, and then I can choose increase base damage by 4. Not ability active, increase base damage by my efficiency. Oh, sure. Gain multi-shot. Multi-shot does a lot. Might search up what's
Stay
recommend.
sharp.
Returning canon solution. Interesting, so it actually changes based off of what version. Who the fuck would stick it on a Mark 1? If I had to go through all that again just to show it on the Mark 1, I'd maybe cry. During Reverie. I would have thought. Oh, with channeled abilities active. I don't know if I agree with that. Increase ammo capacity, increase ammo accuracy, and recoil. Let's say ammo. Increase crit chance. With crit chance below 50, increase by +3 times. Quite good. Crit chance by. Of how none of this comes up. Actually, what? Watch a video on that, some. Go rank up, but I'm surprised I managed to get that. I'm gonna run Wukong, my love. Ooh, Wukong. You're not really feeling any Warframe, Amy? Cause I would still down. I'm still down to play some Wukong, some Warframe with you. Only if you're interested, though. Because I don't want to force you into doing something.
You're fast, Tenno, but are you nimble enough to capture each one of these mobile control points?
I wanted to do. Ignore the enemies. I'm getting confused. Wait, I went to the wrong one. Wait, what happened? What the fuck? These are hard. This is actually very hard. Oh, I would have taken a different Warframe had I known this. I think Wukong's inherently bad for this, but... Whoa, how many do I need to get? What time I gotta do every single one of them? Might flip my shit. That moves so quick. In the time frame, yeah. Means you can. This is an MR thing, so usually there is the goal you're trying to hit. Like an explicit, you have to hit this menu. Issue. Worried about dying though. So unfortunately, you can fail these. It looks like it's all of them, but now that I know what I'm doing, I'd rather not have to restart over. If you fail too many of these in a row, you have to redo it next day. Any reason for my concern. Look at this one with the roll. Okay, I'm definitely doing fine. I'll worry about the Brennan and Cannon stuff another day, because I'm gonna have to watch videos for it. I don't really want to do that on stream. Any games that you're looking forward to this year, Amy? I don't know if I've asked you that question before. This is actually one of the harder ones. I know there's definitely one that I've found harder, and I can't remember what email that was. Like 18 or something. I've changed it. Really? Fair enough. Maybe not really gonna check out Game Jam once I do that. Game Jam game's not gonna be great. Okay, we do one.
A formidable performance.
Because we're gonna be missing
This
the
test
first
is now
day.
complete.
But then again, it starts already pretty late on the first day, so it's run for me. I mean, I'll be in our Discord, but I'm just gonna quickly do something real quick.
And them?
No, I said I wasn't gonna do it. Alright. You know what? Ready. Breton. Apparently the burst on's the better of the two, so.
As ready as you will ever be.
Definitely check that out. A lot of base status. Have to fucking really full. Be annoying for me. Online. I am in the Discord if you want to be seen, but you don't have to. Me. I jumped into the wrong VC. Jumped into the VC of the game, not my personal one. Hello. Can you please say something real quick, Amy? last thing. Oh, Amy, can you say something? Oh, hold on. My speakers. Right, you're very quiet. Wait, is that?
No.
Okay, now you're good. I was trying to get how loud you were compared to all the other noises, but you sound good.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Sure.
Do not drink the kombucha.
okay.
You are incapable of
So,
reducing the hydraulic effort required to unstick your tongue from the roof
last
of your
thing
mouth
that you're
before
doing was doing the junction. Now I can help you with the junction. Or we can do a bit of whatever.
Will you scan a single enemy type to add it to the codex?
Is that it? It's just was it fully or just scan a single one? Scan a single one?
Fully scan. I don't know what it means by fully scan. Just me like stand there and stare at it.
I don't know, I'll tell you what it is, but I just want to know. Why? It keeps telling me the fucking scans required during pregnancy. Brother, that's very important for me to know. Great, elite, and God, 3 to 15. You can check the exact requirement in your orbiter's codex. So, I'm gonna check this out and we're gonna find something that's Brother, where? Adversary. Huh.
Good old Lancer.
Action. Here we go. So, it actually does tell you how many. Oh, here we go. 10. Okay. Look at an elite Lancer. Oh, okay. Well, that's very easy then. So, Amy, if you go to the... Now, I don't know if you have these already, but if you quickly watch my stream, if you go to the market at the front right, and you'll see a bunch of humanoid things, or stuff. Go to the market, and you should be able to search Codex scanner. That's going to cost 500. Maybe buy one of these. You can buy how many you want, but one would probably be enough.
I got some.
Awesome. Now, I think you got to build them. But I don't actually know, so I'm going to buy one so I can see. It says one has 25 charges. But maybe I don't actually need... I thought you did have to. I must be thinking of something else then. Okay, so it seems like we don't need to. And then I want to take you to a mission. And we're going to... I want you to scan the blue guys.
Lancers?
Yes, the Lancers. You only need to scan them 5 times. Oh, wait, don't start, sorry. What you need to do before that, just in case, I don't know if you have it or not, is I need you to go back to your arsenal, and then you're going to find the third option at the top that will say gear. It's a little circle with a bunch of dots on them.
Codex scanner.
Yes, make sure you have that equipped. And with that equipped, we should be good to go.
Starburst.
Awesome. So, once you get later into the game and get some good items, it sort of becomes automated. Like the thing that I'm using will actually automatically for me, which is kind of lucky. However, 5 scans is I thought we had to scan quite a lot. Now it does say up to some things take 25 scans. I do myself over 5 times. But 5 times isn't it? Apparently 3, but I couldn't figuring out which was gonna.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
Nice the bomb something. Warframe or whatever.
Booklet.
Booklet. Fancy cape.
Thank you, that was given to me.
Yeah, there was the event, I think. I'm not gonna kill anything. But 121 is not really the right one, but you can probably just start scanning things.
Scans
So that's
indicate
going
our target
to
is
I think
you.
it's just
Find them.
scanning everything. I've already got it up.
Awesome. Yep. And you just hold the left click.
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry if I'm.
That's fine. Stop moving. Woof. Woof. We're beating him up.
Yes.
Come with me, wolves.
You go off and do your thing. Actually, heroes probably.
Target located.
I'm just gonna kill the
Bring them
target
in.
just so we don't. Heroes, I can't
Mission
imagine
complete. The
requiring them.
captive has been escorted to the extraction point.
I
Well
just
done.
looked at-
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Stay focused. Doesn't know what to stay focused.
Focus.
No,
A
me.
lot over.
There's some cones here.
Yeah, later in the game, you're gonna have to
I'm
deal with
detecting a large
gaining
security
those.
force heading your way. It's the
That
Grenier.
was a bit frustrating. Yeah, character. Funnier. Cool. Maybe come back here. I got a Cooper egg. To grow your stuff.
You got one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how Jimmy would feel it.
Fine.
Use shade. I don't think I've ever used shade.
What's wrong with shade?
Nothing. Shade's the one that makes you go invisible.
Seems to be.
I just scanned that. I know Urali's not too bad with this.
Yeah.
Remember what it was. We're probably good to be honest now. Most.
I think I've got as many as I can.
Yeah, let's just get to.
Just trying to figure out how to get my weapon back. Oh god.
Oh, did one of them steal your weapon?
No, I just can't figure out how to change my. There we go. It's F.
Victus Eclato. I think the lave is interesting. Running Dreamers. Maybe the Dreamers bond was given to us during the tutorial then. Not for when I got it, but during you have it, it must have been. Not the tutorial, but the. Let's just get to the. Victus, I actually really liked the Victus. Victus used to be very good because there was this one mod that was like, it was like the first shot. Now, Correct me if I'm wrong, does the Victus have 1 or 2 shots? I can't quite remember. It's 1 shot, right?
The main weapon?
Yeah. Micro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember. So a lot of people would run the Victus because you got a heap of extra damage. Or
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
that. Although when you get the Victus Prime, which I got, it was less relevant. What MR are you?
MR bitch. We're playing ranked in this game? Oh no. Crazy.
Hey, what's up?
Crazy. How did that not work? I'm scanning all the whole time.
No, okay, so you're scanning the frontier guys. Let's see what these frontier lance. Ah, those ones are pretty bad actually. I apologize. Those ones are a lot worse actually. Okay, so let's do a different mission then.
They are uber ugly.
Alright. Get ready. Okay, it turns out that those guys were specifically different and they required 20 scans, which is obviously a bit more than 1.
Did the beginner guys take more?
That is a very good question. Yeah,
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy
I'm just
operations
gonna
is
rush
here. Find them and capture them.
towards the thing, but there's plenty of the guys you want to.
Target located. Bring
These
them
guys
in.
are actually very weak. I fucking wasn't trying to kill any of them, and then I fucking I did a bullet jump and I killed 2 enemies just by bullet jumping.
God. Little babies. Little babies.
They are
Success.
little
The
babies.
captive is safely in our hands.
Someone's spawning,
Congratulations,
so
Tenno.
I'm gonna come back. I help. See what's.
How much do these guys take?
The
Okay.
elite lancers were just 5. That's the green, like the teal guys.
I seem to have gotten them.
Nice. Did it come up in this thing?
They're green. They come up green now in the codex.
Yes, that's the one. Ooh, and we get an Arkham style. It was actually worthwhile doing this mission. Outside of the other. Okay, yes, that's what we want to see. And then let's. I was kind of hoping that something was going to spawn. Really made it up. Doesn't seem to be the case.
Enemy.
This is some fun on there. Oh, you know the simulacrum thing that I go to, where you can go and test a bunch of things?
Yeah.
Some moron somewhere with them. Not particularly happy about that. To spawn in enemies into that, you have to fully scan thing. That's why it's this is good. For me, I'm dangerous.
Danger field.
I shoot like big explosion.
Big bitches are quaking. They're quaking
They
right
are,
now.
and you say it. This bitch is.
I'm kind of farting though. It's kind of nasty.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. You are surrounded by Grenier Marines.
I just don't know how good it is. Everyone makes it out to be like the craziest thing around, but I don't actually. I feel like the burst arms apparently better, but then I kind of do not like the burst arms. Oh, so it goes down based off of shooting. Just have a limited amount of ammo once you go through the whole clip round. Burst on is self-explanatory being burst fire. I wouldn't say one of the biggest burst fire.
Kinda eh.
Yeah.
What? What?
Nice. Yeah, scanning actually has a lot of things. Like you can scan a bunch of. Whereas let me give me all that.
Yep. Something to show you.
Cool.
I got a cookie.
Okay.
I got a cookie.
What do you wanna say? In real life or in the game?
Yeah, look, my blade is a cookie. A cookie blade.
You're an Easter bean.
It's Christmas.
Mission complete. Excellent
Oh, I
work,
must have
Tenno.
done that as well then.
Yeah.
It's
for the- It's for the glaive.
Oh no, that we got that. Another one. Pistol skin. Okay, so you want to go off and do your junction. What junction was that for?
Jupiter, because so I can
not
get
Jupiter.
stupider. Yes.
Jupiter's mid, but the next one after Jupiter is very good. Saturn. Saturn's like baby Hydron. Not baby Hydron, baby Saturn. Hydron thing, honestly. Saturn is what most people run in normal mission wise. Very good for getting. For leveling things up that aren't. And you don't want to do a bunch of complex stuff, I'm not going to say. Well, I could say it's just ESO and ESO, but that means nothing to you. Pleasures. You start that. Awesome. Hey, what's required? I was doing some guild path, which is like what you do once you finish the star chart. And I was looking at, you know, what needed to be done, and then everything was sort of like instantly done because I apparently done everything. Prompts. I of course done that.
Operator, Ordis has determined the secrets
Upgrade a
to
mod.
happiness. A combination of heightened.
You suck nuts.
Hey.
Spectre was like shooting at me and I just sniped him and he died instantly.
That was not very nice. Who was it? It must have been who? Ember.
Ember.
The next one will be Valkyr, I believe. Ember. They recently did. So, to do it, you need... Literally doesn't even say. Oh, here we go. Oh, somebody was asking your exact question. Wait. Why? This is Jupiter to Saturn function.
Into blueprint.
So what planet did you unlock?
I unlocked Jupiter, but it's saying to go to Saturn now. Oh no, I can go to Saturn now.
Okay.
So I have to do Uranus junction now.
Uh-huh. Can you send a screenshot of what's required? Or unless you've already finished it.
Finished. Let me just send it to you now.
We'll get you to Uranus.
I don't want to go Uranus.
We'll leap to blueprint. That's cool. Alright. So we're gonna do these.
And sweet.
So, kill
I'm
10
going to-
enemies.
Let me transmute a mod.
You transmit a mod. So to heavy melee, you can like I think hold E to bring out your
Yeah.
thing, and then it's just us. Or I think it's just press E
I'm
and then.
very excited.
Targus Rook isn't anything crazy because that's
Forget the
just debating whether we do. Might as well do something. Just because I don't know if I drag you along to finishing the final thing, if it just drags you straight to the final one. Oh fuck. 3 minutes of Titan will be a bit of a passionate. Do you want to do the 20 minutes of Titan now or not?
Yeah. That sounds fine. Just want to craft something.
Oh wait, stop.
Gonna craft something anyway, so I wasn't gonna accept.
Maybe I wasn't gonna accept.
In a grenade launcher.
Really?
Yeah. It's called Pinto.
Oh, Pinta's pretty cool. I have a special iteration of the Pinta. The cool thing about the Pinta is there's a specific mod, and I think it's like if you
Type in the name.
yeah. No, I'm not. Sorry, I'm not looking for the Pinta. I'm just figure out what I wanted. We'll take this. The Pinta has a mod. I think it's like maybe like 150 damage or something. Let me quickly. I actually have the. I have the secure Pinta as well, which is I didn't realize that I had. Anyway. Oh, the Pinta. Wait, maybe I'm fucking off my rocker. What the fuck was I on about? Okay, I'm gonna give you something. If I can. Yeah, what was it called?
Operator, you
Eight
have
front
remembered
grenades.
how the Tenno Omniverse
Oh, but you're
works.
selling the build for that, aren't you?
Building it.
Alright,
It's gonna take 24 hours.
Do you see anything interesting?
Secure a Pinta.
Perhaps
secure.
these will show you the path.
You're just like the rest.
An enemy in
Maybe I won't get it. I'll figure
The
out what you get
probability
from.
of us working
Ah, right. Never mind, I can't get it. Oh well. It was a thought that counted. Oh, maybe I... Long time. Follow with it. Alright, let's do Titan. Are you ready? Make sure to get...
Your job is to distract the enemy
Oh,
while a fellow
fuck.
Tenno operative raids the ship for much needed
Alright, sorry,
supplies.
can we restart?
Make
Sorry.
your presence known.
While I was looking at your Pinta stuff, I accidentally forgot that I had equipped the Pinta. I don't want to equip that. I knew that you can change your weapon in here. I also have the base Pinta apparently. But that's not what my goal was. Right, I apologize.
Okay.
High point.
Keep the enemy busy while a fellow Tenno operative raids the ship for supplies.
The big thing.
Ready?
Thank you.
Trigger the alarm. They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way. Look for personal life support modules dropped by fallen enemies.
The character I'm playing increases drop chance by like 100%.
Is that legal?
Oh yeah, it is. A couple of friends that do that. This guy, well, not explicitly 100. But you got Cora, which most people like,
Life support activated.
and then there's Hydroid, Mobile. But my character.
Life support incoming.
Here for life support.
Yeah. This person's playing Ember now. They're obviously a beginner, you can tell by their name, but I kind of feel bad for Ember.
Oh, because they're easy to kill.
I'm just kind of
Click on sit for execution.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating
even.
it will buy you
The
more
issue
time.
is Warframe is a very old game, and of course you get what is it called? Like when things get better over time. You know what I'm referring to. Though. Yeah, essentially. And so the issue is that yeah, I mean, Ember was alright. She was decent, but there's like no reason to play her anymore because there's so many other frames that do literally what she does, but inherently better. The last Warframe to come out was another fire Warframe called Uriel, and Uriel's very good. A lot of people consider Uriel to be one of the best frames in the game, so it's like, you know, why would you play, for example, Ember over Uriel? Ember's just kind of is now getting quite dated, and she needs a bit of a buff, and a lot of people do mention it. I wouldn't be surprised if she gets a rework soon. One of the few that we need to. There's a couple frames that need to fix. But then again, sometimes I was watching a video on like comparisons between frames or something.
Additional life support has arrived.
And I think it was brought up something about frames. I think I was watching one on like reworks or something, and then I think it was, or maybe I don't know. It really doesn't matter what the fuck I was watching. At the end of the day, I was talking about frames that needed reworks. Looking through it, and half the frames that people are mentioning. Wukong's my favorite frame. I got him right after a rework, actually. Just been reworked. It was a bit of a controversial rework. But then again, a lot of reworks are controversial. It runs into, yeah, ooh, Arkansas. If you play a Warframe that ends up getting reworked, you're probably playing the Warframe because you like their kit.
Tenno,
So,
prepare for life support.
and reworks often change their kit. So Wukong used to be literally unkillable. Now they're killable, but it's not easy to kill. But they definitely got nerfed in terms of unkillable. But I think the rework was good too. It's a valid rework. But people were frustrated. They definitely
Another life support capsule is now available.
Necros is cool, but he's kind of sucks. I think Necros needs a rework. He kind of stinks. Necros' first ability, I think he throws like a soul or something at people. I don't remember. I replaced that ability. Replace ability.
When you are ready, go to extraction.
Quite useless. The second ability makes people, it strips all their armor and then makes them take a shit ton of extra damage. It's a very meh ability because any ability that makes enemies run away from you is generally the opposite of what you want going on.
You want the kills.
Exactly. Then you got his third ability. It's very good, one of the best abilities. So it increases drop chance. By default, it increases drop chance. It's like for every enemy killed, you lose within the range. You lose 5 energy or something like that. But there's a very good augment to make it so you lose health, 5 health instead of 5 energy. Because health is very easy to regain, especially with some things that I have. You're not dying so bad. If you're dying because of something else. Then his last ability is it turns like the last 7 strongest enemies you've killed into like friends that fight for you. But unfortunately the enemies don't really scale. So it's fine for like this level of mission. Because you start doing like in-game stuff, it's kind of useless. Ironically, well this is new, I've never seen that before. Ironically, your glaive is alright, but there are other weapons that are like glaive weapons in quotation. They're some of the best weapons in the game, just now.
Glaive variants.
Yeah, this one called the Orvius. And another one that I've forgotten the name of, but you get, I think, the best one just by playing the game, so I wouldn't worry about it. Though, what some people do is they get the weapon, don't know that it's a very good weapon, and so if you sell a weapon that you gain from story, of course you may think, oh well you gotta of course run, you can't get it back anymore. You can get it back, but it generally costs a shit ton of money. Not money, but like currency.
Units.
Well, not credits. It's something called Stephalon. Or like Samara Standing or whatever. It's called Samara Standing. It's a specific guy. And in order to get that, you have to do specific missions or scan people. Yeah. Not the most enjoyable experience. So you really don't want to sell these. It's a mistake a lot of people. Just yeah, so the Victus I really like. This guy's got some crazy stuff though. So this Lival Perfecta. Interesting, he's got the Glaive Prime, which is interesting. This guy's already got a couple primes. I'm kind of surprised. Maybe this is his ult or something. I don't know. Maybe yeah, I still think, I don't know, it's been a while since I've been UV, but don't recall when I was that new that I really
I've
had met.
delivered another life support capsule.
Oh, I remember my guns. About halfway.
Just to get that mercy kills are in this game.
Mercy kills are not, but I still feel a relatively new feat.
Yeah, but they're not really that incentivized to do. Really, you can kill them too fast anyway.
Later on they can get pretty helpful against these, I think, 2 specific enemies they're not bad against. Because they're very tanky enemies. Yeah, for 90%. The only time to really use them is,
They could not do this without you.
sometimes there's this thing called your Night Wave, and it's essentially your, battle pass. And you have to mercy like 10 enemies. But it's a very new thing. Not really new, but for me it's still quite a new thing. I'm not sure if That's doing more damage than me, that's embarrassing. Not that I'm actually here, but I really don't like it. These guys are shredding me. I always forget how much these frame pops. I could get you a new Warframe if you...
Which one though?
I don't know. I'll look for what's the cheapest.
It just pushed me over. Who fell down? I'm gonna lose it.
Nah, prime frames are very cheap actually. That's sort of why I'm kind of against it. I was considering getting you the Prime Urali a while ago, but then I looked at it and I was actually close to honestly. But Prime Urali is going for 65 right now.
It's expensive.
Yeah. No, it's not too bad. I bought a couple of times for some, but I'm not that. I don't have that much expensive income to just drop 60. However, there are a good couple of frames that are only 20 flat and 20 flat. That one. 20 flat I can get very quick. Well, to get 20 flat. 60 flat 3 times. So that one of those. Do I rather get 3 frames or 1 frame? As soon as I want to start, I already buy something for you for 60 flat. I mean, there's a lot of frames that I want to see, but I don't have. I want to AFK for a minute. I'm gonna find you. So I've asked you this question before. What is your favorite thing about your character? You said it was the floaty guy.
big guy?
A drive thing. The the third ability is it?
It's goofy. Well, I like the blades, the AO, small AO.
Would you like, if you were to, would you rather, no, because I know your favorite character in Paladins is Maeve, but would you want a Maeve-esque character in here? Would you rather somebody that's tanky? Rather somebody that, like, would you like somebody that AoEs, like does a lot of damage to a lot of enemies?
AoE.
Like AoE, like big damage? I want to look at one that's my bad shit. And you would rather a solo character, like a character that's good for yourself, but not.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that's going. Looking for one. I didn't search up the set on accident, and I looked at this one component, and the one component I looked at was already like fucking 60 plat alone. I'm like, oh. OG for. I don't know what it is. Ooh. Wait, when I was looking before there. I died. I have it on my side, but it's not just one shot. I'm looking through all the different frames and just specific characters, like in a character, is counted on this. This thing's. Oh, there's a couple of strong stuff. Oh wait, where are you? I'll see you. Oh, here.
My dog. I'm not having my dog. Where?
I'm just going through all my prime frames that I was picking. Keeper. Okay, we have one option. Got one option. If you couldn't have, I want to find another option. Not that it's bad, but what what would be your second thing? So if not like massive AoE like nuking, what would be like, you like a lot of, would you like a defensive character, like good for defense thing? Or would you like one that's very supportive, like very self-sustaining, but...
No, I just like damage. But, I guess tanky.
But like a single target damage might not be too bad?
I suppose. I prefer AoE though.
I remember the frames that I picked up. Oh, I kind of skipped the. Oh, we might have a bit more one that I was. Alright, I got.
We will all share in this bounty.
Okay, this is us.
Hold out as long as you can.
Yeah, and I will show you characters I've come up with. I have an actual nuking frame, but the one thing is, if you have something that the better you're at one thing, the more weaknesses you have at other things. Apparently, conundrums. I have arguably the best AoE nuking frame in the game. One, requires quite a bit of setup, however, and two, it's like he's only really good for that. You can play other mission, like other types from, but not as good at that.
Another job
Which isn't a bad
well
thing,
executed.
of course. I like him, and a lot of people like him. What is like not as good of a all-roundy. Okay, I got a couple. I'm also trying to find ones that aren't like. Alright, let's... Okay. Let's go to... the relay. We'll go to my thing. I have 3 choices. One of them isn't that much AoE damage. You're not really going to be crazy in AoE. But they are probably one of the best damage dealers for just normal enemies. Very simple thing. Might be interesting. And then I got one that's very good for AoE, but that's kind of his specialty. I got another one that's a lot of people like. Actually, you'll know the first one that I relevant to why I was choosing. It wasn't why I chose.
Party you in?
What's up? Sorry, party. What?
Where are you?
Oh, I'm starting a mission. So it's I'm inside of a relay. That crumb, so I can show you the different code.
You're leaving me.
Nah, you're coming with, don't worry. Alright, so bit of plan. It'll be. Only concern would be some of these might be a little bit of a pain to build, but I don't actually know what they are. So, okay, so the first guy you'll know. This was my first thought. I was trying to think about what is actually with the budget. I remember I bought him for guy's called Zaku Prime. You will know this guy. Because he can do a funny thing. We can do this. Look at this, Amy. Oh! There's the
You naked.
dong dong dong. Oh! Dong dong dong. He's a little skeleton. So, yeah, a little bit naked. Bear in mind, this probably isn't going to do too much building for it, but you can kind of do a little bit. So against basic level enemies like what we're reversing, if you press your 4, you could probably one-shot most basic enemies within that range. Very good for clearing something. But that's what his 4 is, but we ignore his 4. So, well, sorry. Okay, let's break it down. First ability, it does void damage. Now, void damage isn't anything in particular, but it is an extra 75% void damage. But on void damage, you can go bubble. You can spawn a bubble on enemies, and then I don't actually have to shoot at the character. I just have to shoot the bubble, and by shooting the bubble, it shoots the character, which is pretty cool, right?
So you expand the hitbox.
Yes, essentially. Pretty cool. Second ability, I steal people's weapons, they lose their weapon, and then I use the weapons to fire at the enemies, back at them. Pretty cool. So it's just like, I just press the button and it does everything for me. I'm not going to explain the third ability because I don't use it, and it's not the worst ability in the game, but it's super complex. It's like essentially like 3 extra abilities. And I honestly don't even know them myself. I was trying to figure them out a little bit ago. We have one that like slows enemies, one that like makes enemies more damage, like one that does something else. I don't know. We'll lose them. And then you have your 4. It makes you less tanky, but you are more. You have less chance of getting shot, and you run faster. I don't know if there's any other bonus, to be honest. For some reason the game is bugging out. So with that, enemies damaged by the shrapnel are rendered weaker to the void damage, which works very well with your first ability. Daku's other ability's duration is frozen in time and resumes once the dust. So I don't know too much about that. But you do some void damage, and they take 50% more damage, and they get slowed. But you also have a 75% chance of dodging. That's, I don't know, that's a lot of numbers. Long story short, press 4, then you can press your 1, and then they take more damage, which is pretty good. More damage. This weapon. Basically different weapons. This needs to be built up, but this weapon's not really good stuff. So that's the first character. So he's kind of alright, not great AoE, but he's pretty cool, to be honest. A lot of things working well together. The second character that I thought of would be Protea. Protea's very good. So she's like the self-sufficient character. So you have your 1, and you can either do your 1, you tap the 1, and it deals slash damage to enemies, or I can hold my 1, and as you'll see, look at that, your shield goes up, and you have crazy recharge on your shield, so you're essentially not going to die unless somebody just happens to one-shot you. So that's very good. I won't get too much into this because otherwise it's a lot of information. The second ability is one of the best abilities in the game. It spawns these turrets, and these do a ridiculous amount of damage. This is one of the best scaling abilities in the game. So you see at the back of it a 16, 21, 20, whatever, a number. That's like a 50 times the damage. The longer that the ability lasts, the more damage it's doing. That's very good, but that's per shot, so you actually have to do. So as you can see, it's doing a lot of damage. You can spawn this multiple times as well. Very good. And it's not like I have a crazy build or anything. This is just like a build. This is very good. It's not AoE, but I just want to say it's very good. Next, you have the dispensary, which spawns health orbs, it spawns ammo, it spawns energy. Like it's like this is like your base behind everything. Lastly, you have your ult, and you're probably never going to use your ult, honestly. What it does is it's like, just think Tracer in Overwatch. So you press it, and then once you run out, you deal damage based off of the damage you dealt while you're in that form, which is a little bit different, and then you travel back in time. So let's say I use all my abilities. Oh wait, I can go like this, spam a bunch of these, you know, run my 4, and all my abilities will go back. The issue is you can cancel it, so because I cancelled it, can kind of just a bunch. That goes exactly back to where you started. So same with your health and everything like that also goes back. All your energy, everything goes back. So, no matter. Your passive is your every third ability deals double the strength. So very good on this. So she's very self-sufficient. Not very good at nuking AoE, but one of the best damage it does in the game. We're just clearing basic enemies. Last one is probably the best AoE, but he's kind of very weak outside of that. Like, not weak as in weak, but takes a lot of damage. So you've got your first ability spawns a little thing that I can direct. Oh, I can't really direct, but it goes towards enemies and stuff like that. This deals damage to enemies that it passes through. My second ability makes people susceptible to my first. It's like they take more damage, I think. My second ability. Doesn't really matter what it is. Your third ability makes you more survivable, and it slows down enemies within a range. But you have Wisp?
Yeah.
Wisp was really good. Wisp used to be my favorite. So anybody that's within this...
Oh, that ass.
I know, she's crazy. So yeah, it slows down enemies and it sort of makes you... But it just drains your energy, so I don't really like this. Then you have your fourth, which I can't show yet, but it essentially turns you into a different Warframe. But here's where this gets strong. So I press my 2, this requires a bit of setup, but you press my 1, you see how much damage it's dealing to all the enemies. So, as you saw, I didn't kill anybody, and that's because it's a bit of a... You have to kill enemies for this to really kick in. So, I'll quickly show you. It's a percentage-based thing. So, on kill with it spawns more things, and the more things end up killing all the enemies, and that's me. Yes. I need the augment for us 1 and 2. Yes, yes. So that's this character. Oh, you're quite right. This one, as somebody in my chat has mentioned, requires a heap of, well, not a heap, but a decent amount of setup. Because 2 mods are like explicitly required to make him very, very powerful. But if you get them, he's like one of... He's percentage based, so it doesn't matter how far you're into the game, like in terms of difficulty and power and stuff like that, because he's always going to percentage base the damage. However, you really got to hope that the enemies are dying in order to pump more ability stuff. So, sort of just do. But, very good. I'll see if I can show his, this thing. Let's clear those enemies. I'm going to show you his, fourth ability. There we go. A couple of it going here. Alright, we got his fourth ability. So his fourth ability, I'll quickly show you, turns him into his own, the new Warframe. So let me show you. We turn into this guy. He's actually quite good once we start building him up.
Oh, he's
Dude.
beast mode.
I know, you can do quite a lot of damage. You just melee essentially. You can do heaps of damage. And he's got a whole nother kit. I'm not gonna go through all the other abilities, but I can like pull enemies in, I can eat them up to heal me. And then I don't actually remember what that. Yeah. As you can see, a lot of damage. Very cool. Full slash heavy, by the way. Okay, let me see. To be honest, I've actually never used this heavy attack. I'm gonna try that out. Hold on 1 second. So which one seems the most interesting to you?
The second one you showed me.
Second one? That was Protea. Oh. Oh my. Protea's probably the least set up because she's very self-sufficient. What's this? Mag. How many frames do you have? I'm surprised you have so many.
4.
4. What was your starter frame? Oh, was it Mag?
Mag.
Protea's good for... Yes. That's what I was saying. Her 2 scales so well. And she's very self-sufficient. The rest of her abilities. As long as you manage your energy to get that dispenser going, then you're really good. I don't think I even have a crazy build on her. Yeah, mine's just such an... It's just such a... build, it's nothing crazy. I will get you... 25 flat. Of course you're gonna have to build her, that's the only downside. Are you good to leave, or is there something you want to test?
Good to leave.
Awesome. How you doing, sorry, I do not speak kanji, so I don't even want to... Oh, I could not pronounce your name. Meg is one of the most brilliant frames with Brief Surge. Really? So, I've recently come back. Oh, wait, just call me Setsu. All good, Setsu works with me. How you doing, Setsu? Breach Surge on this one? I do not. But yeah, Meg would be. Finding around, damn it. Good. Let's get you Protea. Okay. Yes. Oh my gosh. I gotta say, the thing that's most frustrating me, Warframe market stuff, people that are not, it says fucking Elias not found. Like, what? I'm gonna have to go through so many people before I can even find somebody. Reach Surge has some weird interaction with her Magnetize and her Crush. Now it scares almost. Really? Wow, that sounds really cool. Sorry. Oh, I don't like the word. Sorry. Probably sold it. Yep, you literally just sold it. Alright. Oh, crazy amount. No good. I don't mind. No. This now I don't know how well this scales to now. Back when I used to play.
I've been thinking, operator. I thought you'd want to know.
Right. That was a void cast. A long mission. I found this thing. I'll see if I can bring up the video. Not, this was years ago. when I search up my old channel, it says the 21 the first video is the 21-year-old making millions with e-commerce. I wish I was making millions. I'm not, however. Get this, but it's not nothing crazy. This is my old rough work because it's 5 years ago. This I don't know if it's still just press obviously a bubble. Yeah, I have a massive bubble. Oh well. And it just ramps up the damage with the Cyanoid Simulator. There's probably better stuff, like you could use snipers and stuff, but I found it was a very weird interaction with the Cyanoid Simulator. Deal a heap of damage. That's probably the best thing that you can do with the Cyanoid Simulator. Well, it's average thing. Interaction with the puncher, probably, yeah. Also Netherite. Oh, really? Netherite. I don't remember what the create a literal sun. That was the
If I may say, operator, your chosen Warframe suits.
That's what everybody did back then. I used to have a. I'll never. I don't think I have it. Back when I used to stream on Twitch, I remember doing a run.
G'day. If you stumbled across this, then you've.
Oh, my clips are gone, yeah. No, never mind. Hold on. Might be cooking here. Did I say I was gonna pay 27 flat? Okay, hold on. We might be cooking here. Yes! Okay, hold on. I actually have the clip. Hold on. I didn't think I could get this back. Alright, let me see. This is a very long time ago. Hold on, I'll bring it up after this trade. Alright, pretty time. Very awesome, you found me. Alright, let's check out your Meg Pro. 6 years ago, this whole back when I was using my phone as a webcam. This is Bob with white energy. This was insane. Yeah. That's pretty bad. I'll go through my old clips or something. I didn't realize I had them all. Go on. Let's check out this Magpie. Archon. I don't even need the Archon mods. I need to get them. Eyes are burning. I know, right? Crush gains. I don't actually. Maybe I do have this mod considering it's not coming up with a. I don't have the August Secrets. That one is like the bane of my existence. Probably just pay plat for it. Cause so good. God. Hold on 1 second. I'll see if my mag's free. I might add your setup on one of them. Put armor stripping. Okay, sweet. We got my last one. Perfect. See.
I've been thinking, operator. I thought you'd want to know.
What? Wait, why didn't it work? My mods. Override. I must have clicked cancel, like the moron I am. Okay. That's of course. You're running Auger Secrets, but if I ran instead a... Oh, I doesn't really matter. I could use roll. Die. Name her 3 because you kill things so fast you don't need 3. I can almost get that. I don't have subsume her 3. Actually, you don't run polarize? Even though it's got the damage multiplier? Interesting. I've never leveled up my rolling guard. Even though my rolling guard's very meta. Alright, let me get you that. My multiple ability duration per second. Polarize need duration. Yeah. No slots for good duration, yeah. It's a pretty good build though. I just need the thing. Oh, okay, let me quickly check your simulacrum and then I will. What was your other thing? Oh, did you manage to get your 10 heavy kills?
I think I did. Yeah.
Oh, what is this guy? It's funny. Got big feet. Holy 230. Okay, buddy. The sound of them dying. Alright, so when you said it instantly kills them, now I didn't realize that level of instantly killing. That's pretty ridiculous. Were those steel path as well, or are those just base level? It's 9 million damage. Yeah, you were not joking. It's actually broken. Steel path level 2. Really? Steel path as well? Nothing. The only thing that are surviving against those would be like fucking the ones that require specific points. Holy. And it's just the remnant as well, so anything that goes into this is a fuck this. You don't even need a 3 or 4, yeah. Good turn a 3 works, yeah. Oh. That's interesting. I gotta ask then actually why you're here. What would be your favorite Incarnon weapon? What would be like the best one in your opinion? I'm starting to learn about these Incarnon weapons. I finally got the Breton, my first one. I heard the burst one's pretty good, but I don't know really anything about it. Breton's fun. Burst one's too. The thing with the burst on for me is I'm not as much of a burst on fan. So maybe the burst on's better, but I don't know if I'd enjoy playing. Alien Cannon with influenced. Interesting. What would be your go-to from Melian Cannon? Ooh, broken. This should speed. Yeah. If I was having crazy speed, I'd need to rebind it to my mouse because I'm still on E and it starts really hurting my hand after a bit of time. Is it shit? Crazy as we've got. Yeah, they're kind of like, man, kind of simple, like in terms of her design. I'm especially talking her design. Oh, fuck with it. Like the helmet. To change pseudo, exalt, and exalt, so you can have melee arcanes on them. I did hear about the pseudo exalt leaving. Amy, just to explain what pseudo exalt is. Back a while ago, I don't know how recent this is. Yeah, I know. I've been playing a bit of Baruch, and Baruch's fucking insane. I used to, basically, your exalted weapon. Do you know? Have you seen Excalibur, Amy? Amy?
What?
Oh, you know Excalibur? The guy with the sword?
Yeah.
So, he can pull a sword outright and do a bunch of stuff with it. Now, you have something called a pseudo-exalt. And it was essentially an exalted weapon, sort of like that sword, except it deals damage based off of your actual melee weapon that you're using. So you'd actually have builds for your melee explicitly just as an exalted weapon, because there's specific builds that you'd want to go for, depending on the exalted weapon as well. And they changed that, so now everything has its own mod slots as well, so you can fully mod explicitly for it, which I find is pseudo exalt now, so you can do some stupid things with it. Yeah. Sure. Oh, but it is still, his ashes is still exalted, pseudo exalted, isn't it? Right? No, it's fully exalted, isn't it? Oh, crazy. So remember, you could run stuff like the Raptor Dark Dagger. I can't remember what its thing is, but if you got like a mercy kill or whatever, like a hidden kill with that. One of them was ridiculous. You could do in a weird spot, yeah. I don't remember what it was, but Ash with a couple of really hypers was kind of very interesting. Like one that could make you go invincible. Oh, I hate explosive units. I'll come back. That's pretty good actually.
I'm getting tired.
Alright, that's so good. Alright, sorry, 1 second then. Alright, let me see. Alright, Setsu, I really appreciate you showing me some of those really amazing things. I need to really dive into that ag build, but I need to. I'm pretty much going to be heading off stream anyway in a moment, but I did say before I was going to go, I would give you those things. So, I really appreciate you showing me actually. This ag combination, I did not know. So, give me a second, I'm going to write that down. Breach. I don't have Wisp Prime, but I do have Base Wisp, and I want to get Wisp Prime, so that isn't too far off me actually getting the Helminth ability for, you know, to take it off, and then I'd be able to, of course, use it. Is Breach Surge good on any other frames, like in particular, like a particularly good, or is that just the only one that you think has a like a 10 out of 10 combination? Because to be honest, I don't dive too much into Helminth, but I'm aware that it's crazy. I mean, most people though run Roar, I guess. Unless you're running hyperspace. You know, once you've landed.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in there. Alright, so I'm giving you, it's good for anything with good range and duration. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be... Okay, good news, I can't give you Proteus. Actually, you already had one of the Proteus things. Probably skip my stuff. Just... What's up?
Does it matter that I don't have the base?
As in the blueprint.
Like this is a prime, that would be like...
Right. No, it doesn't matter. No. So, when I got back, the Warframe, also just shove anything into here. You can, any mod or any item you want. When I came back, and there were a bunch of primes for frames that I didn't have. Fuck grinding off the frame. I just ended up buying all the prime variants. I just bought all the prime stuff so I don't have to. Prime and normal counts as different frames, exactly, yeah. Now there is a... Oh, you didn't even need to give it all. That's fine. Yeah. There is still a reason to get base versions of frames, but I won't go into that. It's irrelevant for now. And anyway, so that's a new frame. You won't be able to build it all yet, but might be some that you can build now. I say you definitely won't be able to build all yet is because one of them requires argon crystals, and as I mentioned in the past, it's very time limited. But I'd be intrigued to know, the only other thing that I think would fuck you would be the Natane extract, but that's doable. Bit of a pain. I pretty much only play, I'm in Fashion Frame now, yeah. Well, Fashion Frame is the end game. Awesome. How much can you build a moment? Oh no. I want to press that.
Neural sensors for the...
Neural sensors are a bit of a pain, but it's just a pain because it's a rare drop, but... You want frame. Oh, yes, I remember actually this one out. This was not Fashion Frame. Anti-Fashion Frame. Not this one, I hope is considered Fashion Frame, so I got my normal stuff. This is so bad. I just clicked random and I stumbled across this. Pose is interesting though, but... yeah.
Orders reminds the operator to take time.
At least this, they got both decks attachments.
Yes, but it also
So these are different and it. Yeah. I got an instrument. What's up, Amy?
It's close to making titanium.
Oh really? Next time you play, let me know and we can get you titania.
Need some Natane extract.
Okay, can we... Okay, one second, just press escape, and then at the bottom right you'll see Nightwave.
Now just in case some of
In
you
the top
ain't doing
right,
all
do you
this out of
have
the kindness
any
of your heart.
dreams of the dead cred? Keyframe is a bottomless room.
65.
65, okay, great. So if you go at the bottom right, you'll see cred offerings, or credit offerings, or something along those lines. Here is the only place you can get it. Maybe you can pay it for play, I don't even know about that. But anyway, you can scroll down and you'll find Natane extract, otherwise you can search for it. And this is 5 Natane extracts, so go and pick up some of those. There. In each. So you might need a bit if you're gonna build both frames. You'll need Natane extract for one of the others. What actually is explicit back here frame, but I'm not sure. 0 million resources. Yeah, I got 5 million, but 5 million is not much in the scheme of things. Wait, was Natane extract the only thing you're... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is this base Titania? Not Titanium Prime?
This is Prime.
Really? To be honest, probably a lot. Did you buy Titanium Prime?
I got it. I got it. Just somehow.
You can get Natane from the current ability extract. I need to look into that actually. Natane is the vein of my existence. Even more, that's probably the most annoying. Guys, Nora, yeah. Hi. Oh well. So there used to be another way of getting it, but yeah. Nora's really the only great way I'm setting up for. That before I can get on.
I didn't. I'm gonna be.
Yes, I am also going to go. You have a good one, Amy. And thank you for popping by, Sitsu. I appreciate you popping by and chatting and bestowing some powerful knowledge upon me. It was actually really good. I'm definitely going to look into that mag stuff. Do I do the subtle shout? I'll do the subtle shout. If you're interested in trying a new game, I'm a game dev, and I made Blackthorn's Manor, so you're welcome to try it out, but you don't have to. I just felt inclined to do it, because, you know, out there. But yeah. Are interested? I'll send a link into the URL. But anyway, I appreciate you watching, Setsu. I appreciate you chatting and chilling and getting some progress done, Amy. Okay, buddy. But yeah, thank you. You guys have a good one. Next stream will be next week. I may make a video covering some code related things that I stumbled across earlier today. So maybe new video related to that. Otherwise, you guys have a good one. Appreciate you all watching, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.